Yo,
Yo,
welcome back. It's another day. It is January 15th, 2021. We here, another episode of the Radical Souls podcast. I'm Daniel.
I'm Ethan, and here Chris is not here at the moment, but he's here in spirit.
Like we said, he moved. He got some other things he got to move around and, put into the crib now, getting all the little last minute things. He was here on Tuesday, but, he won't be here today. It is what it is. But he'll be here in spirit. We'll definitely be quoting him a few times when we talk some of these things.
Exactly.
Word. So, like Ethan always says, if you like the content, subscribe.
We need 100 and plus, not just at 100.
Facts. We're sitting at 100. We're sitting nice. We getting there, but all the support will definitely be appreciated. So, let's get into this. WandaVision dropped today. We're gonna be talking a little bit about Marvel and all the upcoming films and shows that we are expecting, and just give a little intake on just me and you, because I know me and you are two Marvel heads. These be topics to talk about at work.
Always.
Another thing we used to always do at work, talk basketball. The NBA world got shaken up a little bit. We didn't want to drop an episode until it got finalized, and luckily it got finalized by today, but we got a huge trade to talk about in Brooklyn. It's going to be huge, like James Harden. Huge.
Right, let's not talk about it.
we don't fat shame, but homie gotta get on a diet pill or something when you get to Brooklyn. But anyways, we're gonna talk a little baseball. That's why I'm wearing the Yankee shirt, because the Yankees finally made a deal with somebody and should make the Battle of New York a little interesting. And we're gonna wrap it up with the football talk. It's divisional rounds. Gotta give our picks and see the fate of the Super Bowl.
The History Channel, Tom Brady and Drew Brees.
Word, bro. Let's get into this.
Let's get it.
Ethan, WandaVision dropped today. They dropped 2 episodes. I saw it this morning. It's dope. We're not gonna spoil nothing, so don't click that X button. We're not gonna spoil nothing. We're not doing that. We're just talking about the shows and movies that are dropping. You saw it yet, or what's good?
I haven't got it. Like, I didn't know it dropped today. I thought it was like somewhere in the weekend, but I haven't got a chance to.
Yeah. So for the people that don't know, WandaVision is about the Scarlet Witch, Wanda, and Vision. They're gonna be dropping episodes every Friday up until I think they said March 15th, which is like season 1 finale. I don't know if there's gonna be multiple seasons or what's good, but that's what it is for now. We know that there was a lot of stuff coming out in 2020, and then COVID came and said, "F you guys, we're gonna take away everything you guys like and appreciate."
Yeah.
But even with that, we still got Black Widow coming out in May. You got the movie Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which is kind of like a major thing for this phase, coming out in July.
Yes, sir.
And you got the Eternals coming out in November. And we got shows coming out this year too. They decided, we're going to put some shows on Disney Plus that are all going to connect. How you feel about that?
I feel like I wonder how it's going to work, because it's the first time they did it with TV shows instead of movies. So I wonder how everything's going to come together, but I'm very excited.
Word. So, like we said, WandaVision came out today. You got The Falcon and The Winter Soldier coming out in March 19th, so literally like around the corner. You got Loki coming out in May. You got a show, Ms. Marvel. You got She-Hulk, and you got the one that me and you were talking about in the prequel, What If? Now, you want to give a little bit of background on What If?
Yeah, what if was made in the comics on what would happen if this happened? Like, if the X-Men came in at certain times in Marvel, what would happen? So they give a lot of intake on different things and different superheroes that just come together out of nowhere.
Yeah, like they'll literally be like, yo, what if like Captain America was black? And like they'll literally just make it like that, and like it changes the whole timeline because it's a whole different culture and just where it would happen. And it kind of opens the door for Marvel, because as we all know, if you're really a big Marvel fan, you know that the snap definitely changed a lot of things. They try to bring everybody back, and it was very interesting because they came up with a multiverse theory in Spider-Man, which we all know if you've seen Spider-Man. We're not gonna spoil too much. The multiverse was put out there. Wasn't really for the same reason everybody thought it was gonna be, but it's something that's been teased already. So that show could maybe be a doorway to all the what if scenarios that Ethan mentioned and even the things I mentioned in some of these multiverses, which they're gonna drop that Doctor Strange movie in 2022, which, it should be interesting.
That one and Black Panther and Thor and Love.
Love and
There's
Thunder.
another Thor, Love and Thunder. My fault. That one.
Yeah, nah, yeah. Like you said, Black Panther 2 has definitely been the one that I think everybody's like really waiting for to see how they're gonna handle this because they already said like we're not doing the CGI of Chadwick Boseman. We not. They're gonna find a way around it. Now, if you want to be conspiracy theorists real quick, I have a quick theory if you want to hear it.
You know?
So the way if I was out here, making a Marvel studio, making my billions of dollars out here, I would have done it where there's a new Black Panther because Shuri and T'Challa got snapped away.
Mm.
So technically speaking, somebody had to step up in that time while they were all gone in the blip. So you could use that character and use him as the sort of, the gateway to Shuri becoming the Black Panther because in comics the Black Panther was a woman.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I actually love to see that. Keep the characters, don't bring like another main one in to like kind of shadow Chad is it's gonna be hard. Either way.
yeah, and I think it's a little harder because he passed away the way he did, and like no one really knew what was gonna happen, or he didn't tell nobody, so they had nothing prepared. So they kind of got to respect the family too, because that could just be like, "Yo, we killed them off in the movie. He crashed in a plane crash that the plane blew up, no survivors. Uh, yeah, we're gonna throw that out," and the family just gonna be like, "Yo, really? That's what we doing?"
Nope, can't do that.
So you got that. You also got the Spider-Man movie that everybody has been projecting to be a multiverse thing where they're bringing in all the Spider-Mans, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, Tom Holland. I'm hyped to see how they're going to do that too.
I agree. And they bring in all the villains too. Oh, like Green Goblin, everybody. Ooh, that might be movie of the year right there.
Easily.
Wow, I can't wait, man. They gotta hurry up.
Yo, who you telling? Speaking of being hyped, I'm going to get into this mad fast. We're not going to go into deep because there's so much to talk about today. The Yankees re-signed DJ LeMahieu, our second baseman, 6 years, $90 million.
Where's my money? You gonna give me my money? Where's my money, man? Where's the money? Yeah, you like that? That feel good?
He is back. It is going to make New York interesting. The Yankees are looking really good still. We just got to fix the little things that me and Chris have been ripping about on this podcast. And the Mets are finally waking up to the occasion. Ethan, how you feel about that? We might have to make another underwear bet, bro, in baseball
I
season.
feel like New York team is back. I mean, like we were both on the map. I mean, more you every year, but the Mets are actually stepping up with this new GM, which is very impressive.
Opening day, and here's the first pitch, and the season's over.
Word, bro. We excited, but let's get into the real New York battle that's been going on the last few days, yo. For the basketball people out there, James Harden is now a Brooklyn Net. I know Ethan told me real quick, and then I said the details when you said it. I said like all the nitpicky stuff of picks, pick swaps, everything. Overall, Ethan, how you feel about the trade? You want me to give the details of the trade first, or you want me to?
All I'm gonna say, coming from an OKC fan, I absolutely hate to see it, but the fact that James Harden and KD's back is gonna be exciting.
I was actually curious to know if that's your team now because it is Harden and KD. So
I'm not gonna claim KD. The man's been on three big three teams, so I'm not even gonna rant about that.
yo, facts. I mean, is it championship or bust for them?
Yeah, without a doubt. If they don't get a chip, they just lost 8 years of their future draft picks.
Yeah. So let's get into that because that's my main thing about this trade, bro. So they sent 3 unprotected first round picks, so 2022, 2024, 2026. And they got the pick swaps. And for the people that don't know what pick swapping is like, let's say Ethan is the Knicks and I'm the Nets, and we have the option of swapping picks. If my team is worse than Ethan's team, Ethan will have like the 30th pick, let's say, and I'll have the 4th pick. Ethan could say, yo, we had the pick swap this year. I'm taking your 4th, and you're taking the 30th, even though your team sucks, and you're going to have the 30th pick. And I'm going to have the 4th, even though our team was better.
Yep. Exactly how it goes.
So now the Nets have that for 2021, 2023, 2025, and 2027.
They're done for the next 6 years unless they win 6 years. That's it.
I mean, the biggest thing that I think people are forgetting is how many years KD and Kyrie have left on a contract. They have this season, next season, and then the year after that, they have the player option. So if they opt out, it's a wrap. They got 2 years left pretty much.
That's it.
Same thing with James Harden, same thing with Kyrie, same thing with KD. So they gave up LeVert, they gave up Jared Allen, they gave up Tyshawn Prince, and they gave up all their draft capital. And Spencer Dinwiddie got the ACL. They are screwed. I still don't like them in the East. That defense is going to be abysmal, and if they do come out the East, I really still can't even see them beating the Lakers. It's good. They're going to stretch the series, but I don't think they're winning it. I don't know how you feel about that.
I completely agree. I feel like the Lakers will take it no matter what. LeBron and AD is just a stoppable force. I heard a joke earlier actually about the points defense. They said Nets had to score 200 points against the players 170. And that's how bad their defense is going to be. And they're going to score so much, it's going to be like 200.
But are they really going to score? All right, so here's the thing, right? People say they're going to score a lot, but it's like somebody's going to have to stop scoring so much because you have to run a certain number of plays at some point. And we've seen that James Harden at times can go 1 for like 15 from 3 in a game alone. So do you really want to take your chances that night and be like, you know what, it's James Harden's night? And he starts off like 0 for 10 and you're like, okay, we're down by 20. It's going to be KD's time now. And KD is like, gets in a rhythm and then everybody's like, all right, double KD. And then like, what do the Nets have to do, bro?
I don't like this at all, honestly. There's a bunch of ISO plays, a bunch of dribbling. Like, it's just going to be way too much and not enough supporting cast. I mean, you have Joe Harris and DJ. That's it.
And DeAndre Jordan, I mean, you put him against Anthony Davis, he's getting dogged. You put him against
Exactly.
Miles Turner, he's probably getting dogged. You put him against Joel Embiid is going to have him like Gerber baby food.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know, man. Even the Celtics, like, I think people sleep on the Celtics a little too much. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, I like that. They're still developing, which is scary as crap to say. And you got Kemba. Like, I think people forget that they literally swapped Kyrie and Kemba into the system because Kemba is a better teammate.
Exactly. They can still get it done. I mean, they have an impressive 5 and bench. Not like that. You're like Marcus Smart? Yeah.
I think the bench is like that. I think it's just really when do you put certain people with the starting lineup into – cause that's when you see like Marcus Smart really pop off when he plays with like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. I feel like him off the bench alone is kind of like
Fair enough.
But
going through the trade, though, I felt like Indiana had the best out of all 4. It's crazy.
I still like the Rockets in that trade. I don't like Cleveland because Cleveland just added Jared Allen and they got like 8 centers on that team. They're gonna have to trade somebody at some point. I like you said, I do like Karis LeVert a lot, but I do like the fact that Houston just added all the picks that they lost in the Westbrook trade pretty much back through the Nets.
True. That's true.
And I mean, you got to bank on the hopes that no one's re-signing with the Nets, and the Nets are just going to be abysmal. But a pick is a pick at the end of the day if you could swap it.
Yeah, right.
Then to add on top of that, you got the Rockets who just added Victor Oladipo, and they can either do one of two things. They can keep him, or you could retrade him. Because I know that you could trade a player. I just don't know what the deadline is. I know there's a certain amount of days you can't trade a player again. If they can reach it before the trade deadline and trade him somewhere, you know somebody's going to want him.
They have to because he already said he wants to go to Heat next season. So they better choose something quick and trade some for draft picks or something.
Yeah, so I mean, it works out for them, and I think John Wall and Boogie Cousins have been looking a lot better than people expected.
I agree.
And Christian Woods, can't forget about that. But,
yeah, that man's been killing it.
What do you like about that trade for the Pacers then?
LeVert, like I mean, you already have Brogdon, you already have Sabonis. T.J. Warren's going to come back eventually. Miles Turner, I mean, that 5 is ridiculous.
Yeah, I do like LeVert to the Pacers. That definitely was a big upgrade. I thought the Rockets were going to keep him, and I saw they were going to trade for Oladipo. I said, oh, that's what we're doing? But what do you think those trades do to our teams? You think
Oh, I mean, I feel like the Rockets are not making the playoffs. In my personal saying, I think they just miss it with John Wall, Depot, and Cousins. But for your team, I don't know. I feel like the East just got more stacked.
I mean, the thing was the Nets were one of the favorites already, so I feel like it doesn't really change anything for the Knicks. The Knicks were kind of just one of those teams of, like I said, at most play-ins, if you get lucky playoffs. The way we've been playing as of late, I doubt it, but I'm gonna wait a few more games. I've been trying to sell a few people that I talked to on the side that are Knicks fans, like, yo, we just got Obi Toppin back. He played like 2 minutes, I think, because they just wanted to test him out on the floor and see how he looks because they didn't even get to practice yet. And you got a bunch of injuries. Like, we just got to wait for people to get healthy and then see what happens from there. Because you got, like, I think Randall and RJ Barrett, I think their main problem is they look gassed. Like, they look exhausted as hell at some points in games, like, early in the game. So, if you can get some reinforcements, maybe, just maybe, that'll help them out a little bit.
That's fair. I guess it happening.
How the Thunder looking, bro? Like, you think you think you got a playing spot? Because, yeah, I've been looking a lot better than everybody expected.
And I really hate it because we need these draft picks. But
What you need these draft picks for? You got like 15 draft picks in the next 5 years.
We need those high draft picks, man.
No,
we need that top 10.
No, I don't need you guys getting a big four because I got nobody on that team with a real roster. No.
That's what I'm saying. Al Horford's resting. George Hill don't even want to play. Like,
I think
the
main thing with them is they're trying to make sure they don't get hurt. In all honesty, I think they're going to trade both of them at the trade deadline to some team. I don't know who, but I really hope Al Horford doesn't become a Knick. I'll be so tight. Unless y'all giving us like 4 picks, I don't want him.
We'll take Frank Ntilikina and Obi Toppin.
No, absolutely not. Y'all not taking Frank
quickly.
No,
we'll take something. No? All right.
Nah, y'all good. Y'all all right. Y'all can sit there with your picks. You're good.
As long as we have Shy, I'm really happy though. As long as we keep him, can't trade him.
I think that's going to be a franchise player, and then you guys are just going to build around him. Who else do you think is going to stay? You think Dort is staying there, or what's good with him?
I hope Dort and Diallo. I don't know about everybody else. Maybe Baisley, but like they're like, I don't think they're consistent starters in my opinion.
Fair enough. You think they're going to try to like do what you guys did before, which was just get lucky in the draft with players, or you think it's more trade the picks and get a faster rebuild?
Probably a little bit of both. I feel like trade draft picks, go towards his off seasons, really good off season, and just base it on picking the right players. I mean, John Collins, Lonzo Ball. There's so many good players in the off season next year.
Yeah, and the restricted free agents makes it a little more complicated. But I mean, if you guys got the draft pick, you guys can trade for John Collins now. You guys can trade for Lonzo if you wanted, and it won't even bother you guys because you guys got like 30 picks in the next like 7 years. But it is what it is.
The opposite of the Nets.
Yo, the Net, like they did it with KG and Paul Pierce. Like you would think they would look back and be like, maybe we shouldn't trade all our picks. They said 2027. No, it's all right. We got 2 years of these guys left. It'll be all right.
Damn, maybe if we had Tatum, maybe we didn't give up those picks for Celtics. Maybe.
I mean, it's crazy to me because it's like, yo, we're banking on the idea that Kyrie's coming back. I mean, supposedly he might be back Saturday, but
yeah,
like who knows with this guy sometimes, and we're acting like Kyrie is not known to be injury prone. So, was Harden more of a security blanket, or was that really let's make it a big three?
It's a lot of questions that we need answers as soon as they start playing because this is insane.
I mean, the only answer we've gotten so far is Kyrie lost nearly $867,000 for protocol violation and another $50,000 on another thing. So, like, what do you do if you're the Nets? Honestly, like, I don't know what to do if I'm the Nets.
If I'm the GM, you just bank on these three, and these three don't carry you the next 2 years. You completely failed the organization. I'm sorry.
That dude is going to be on the curb. They're going to put him on the curb or the Barclays Center, and there's going to be people throwing rocks at him.
It's going to be horrible.
People with their unemployment checks going to be buying Supreme bricks and throwing them at him.
Imagine.
But, yo, let's talk about football, too, because football, it's been a great few days in New York, let me just say, because the Jets just hired the new head coach. They got the defensive coordinator, Robert Saleh, from the 49ers.
Yep.
He was a defensive coordinator. Brilliant mind. Everybody's saying he's a defensive coordinator, but he should be able to put a locker room together very well. And we brought over their passing offensive coordinator, so the person that runs like the passing stuff, as our offensive coordinator. So we're looking good.
You think it was a better choice than I know it was Urban Meyer and another dude.
Eric Bieniemy.
Yeah. Think it was best pick.
I mean, you know how I felt about Eric Bieniemy. Urban Meyer, I'm good. I've seen the college experiment. It's good for like a year or two, and then after that, it's a wrap. Because you saw what happened to Doug Peterson, you have with Chip Kelly. Like, nah.
Yep.
I mean, Doug Peterson did win a Super Bowl, but that's besides the point.
Yeah, exactly.
Urban Meyer for the Jaguars, yo, good for you, fam. You're in the NFL now. Not my team, not my problem though. But anyway. Bieniemy, like, I want to Bieniemy bad, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, I think it had more to do with because they can't really like interview him right now because he's getting ready for the games, and they'd have to wait. So I feel like they didn't want to bank on Bieniemy and then ass out, and then they're gonna bank on the Bills offensive coordinator and ass out on him, and then they're gonna sit there and be like, "So Marvin Lewis, welcome to the team." Which I think he was a great coach for y'all, but towards the end he was kind of just. So I think this was more of a move of let's go with the safe bet right now instead of, praying to God we get Bieniemy and then it doesn't work out. Which I'm not mad about because you saw what that 49ers defense looked like for the last few years. He was with the Seahawks as well, and you saw what that Seahawks defense looked like. I know he wasn't the defensive coordinator, but he had some of the big title for the Seahawks defense. So
I agree.
Hey, he got some pieces with us. We got Marcus May, who they said their priority is re-signing him. They got Quentin Williams, who they said on draft night that's the next-gen Aaron Darnold. Like, we set.
Excited for you. I was say excited for you guys now. No beast.
Oh, my God. Don't even get me started with that. Don't even. Thank God. Yo, he better not even be able to coach high school football, dog. Like, Pee Wee leagues, 4-year-olds, like that's the max you're getting.
Yeah.
But, anyways, let's talk the more important football here. We got the divisional rounds. I know we talked a little bit about it with Chris on Tuesday, but let's get a little bit deeper into this, yo. So Saturday 4:00, Rams Packers. You got the number one scoring offense versus the number one scoring defense. Who comes out on top, Ethan?
I still got Mr. Discount double check. Still got Aaron Rodgers killing the Rams. Even if Aaron Donald's healthy, Jalen Ramsey, it don't matter.
I mean, I think the main concern for the Rams is the fact that we've seen what I'm messed up right now. We've seen what Aaron Rodgers has been doing without Davante Adams before. Like, he's made no names into a name. Like, he's got some weapons, and they got Aaron Jones. Exactly. So I think they're going to be fine. That offense is going to be good, and I think people sleep on that defense a little too much because of Aaron Rodgers being the quarterback of that team.
Exactly. Especially having an MVP season, in my opinion. I think he's ready to make it to the finals.
Who wins that matchup between Davante Adams and Jalen Ramsey?
I still got Adams. I think Adams will cook him. I mean, I even said how good Ramsey is, but I say Adams cook him this season.
Yeah, I think Adams up here is a little bit better than DK Metcalf, so I think Adams should be able to have some fun. I don't see him going off for like 100-something yards though. Like, it's gonna be like it's not gonna be a DK Metcalf game either. Of here's one big busted play because someone didn't guard the middle, and here's another touchdown on the goal line. Like, I think he's gonna have some big yardage plays, but I don't see him murdering him to the point of 5 receptions, 170 receiving yards. Like, nah.
Exactly.
We got the Ravens and Bills. How you feeling about this?
I feel like that's the game of the weekend. I think that this will be just straight entertainment.
Might be a snow game though.
Oh, that changes things up there. I don't know if Lamar's ready for a snow game.
Never played in the snow, he said. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, and with his running out,
They do play on turf though, so it might be a little different, but
I don't know. You in Josh Allen's field with Diggs and they already played in this environment. And maybe I lied. Maybe it might be a Bills game and that's it. But we'll see what happens then with the weather.
I think I'm going Bills, bro. Just because, like you said, Stephon Diggs, like that's the biggest piece to me. And the Ravens defense is great, but Stephon Diggs this year is looking like the Stephon Diggs that was at the Vikings saying, "Yo, give me the ball," and you'll see why I'm saying that. And they were like, "Nah, you all right." So, I don't know, especially because the Ravens, I don't know, their offense be a little shaky. So if they can't get running, it's looking slow bucks for them.
Yeah, I think the Bills just it's gonna take it. It's sad because we want to see Lamar win, but it's looking like Josh Allen season.
Oh no, I definitely want to see Lamar win. You think I want to sit here and talk good about the Bills? You are bugging out, dog. Like, you know how much it hurts me to have to sit here and admit to myself that the Bills are going to be able to win. Like, at least the Patriots, I used to be like, nah, they have a chance of losing. But right now, I'm kind of watching the Bills every week and like, they're going to win. They got Stephon Diggs. They got a good running back. And Zach Moss is Singletary, even though Zach Moss is out for the playoffs. They got Gabriel Davis. He's a great rookie. Whoop-de effing do. Like, it's been rough. It's been a rough year for me having to watch. Every team just looks so great. I'm just like, Adam Gase is our coach. Nice. I felt like the dog in that meme when the whole crib is on fire and he's just there with a cup of coffee. It's fine.
Just chilling.
Oh, my God. Yo, Browns, Chiefs. How do you feel about this game?
This has been the most talked upon game around this whole weekend, which is weird to me because it's the Browns. But everybody's like, what if the Browns win? What if they beat the Chiefs? Are they really this nice? Can they do it? Chiefs are smoking them.
You're on that Chase Claypool bandwagon?
Yeah, it's sad to say because he should not be talking. But, yeah, the Chiefs are killing them that game.
He said it's all right. They're going to get clapped. I said, aren't you saying this on a Twitch stream in your house? Why are you talking? Shut up.
He does said, we didn't like the disrespect that Juju was upon. Like, he didn't stand on everybody's TikTok every game.
You said they didn't do it with class. I'm like, yo, your defense is disrespectful. You got Juju dancing on team logos out here. And we got you. Because Claypool, let's not sleep on Claypool. He did some stuff too this year, like against the Titans when he went up to the homie and just started smacking him in the face like 8 times. Like, they hypocrisy at its best.
Exactly. They don't deserve to talk.
Talking about, yo, we 11-0, yo, we like. I told y'all they're not like that. I tried to tell y'all from week like 6, and y'all didn't want to hear me out. And I said, yo, they're only this good because of their schedule, and y'all did not want to hear me out.
I didn't know they were going to expose themselves like this.
I felt like Thanos out here. They called me a madman.
That was the best scene ever, too.
But, yeah, back to football. The real playoff football, not the people at home like Jamal Adams, which I'll get into a little bit later, too. The Browns, the Chiefs, I got the Chiefs in that game. I really don't see anybody stopping that offense and that defense. If you catch them on a good day that they're rolling, yeah, it's definitely over.
Exactly. They're just going to walk their way through.
Yeah, and it's Andy Reid coaching out here. Andy Reid, we all know, is a brilliant mind. He just it's I feel bad for the Browns. This is how it's going to have to go down. Then last but not least, like you said, the History Channel game. Buccaneers and Saints. Ethan, how you feeling about this game?
Quarterback against quarterback. You got Breeze, Michael Thomas finally back after last week. Looked good. And then you got Tom Brady. You got Antonio Brown looking like Antonio Brown. This is going to be a shootout, in my opinion. I feel like both defenses are going to fall apart. So I'm hoping for a high-scoring game. It's going to be entertaining. Hopefully none of that 3-38 in the regular season. But I want to see the Bucs fall out top.
Interesting. I actually want to see the Bucs lose. I hope the Saints win this. I think the Saints defense is a little bit better than I was about to say the Patriots. I'm thinking of Tom Brady. the Buccaneers defense. And I think that Michael Thomas is going to have a field day, and they're going to try to stop him a little too much, and Alvin Kamara just going to start breaking ankles, and JPP and Adonica Suh just going to be eating turf all day.
I think so. I think they might stop. Kamara.
It's Kamara, bro. How do you stop him? I mean, they're not gonna pull up Vikings either. And just be like, here, welcome in, come through. It's gonna be your 5th touchdown, but it's all right.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy. You want me to dust the floor for you while I'm? Yeah. Let me just get on this floor. You dive on, dust the floor and shit for him. Like
There you go.
it won't be like that, but I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm kind of concerned though that might be the worst game because I feel like people are just expecting, 30-year-old Drew Brees and 30-year-old Tom Brady, forgetting that this dude is like Drew Brees is like 50, coming off of like 15 broken ribs, and you got Tom Brady that's been struggling to throw more than like 20 yards. I feel like his arm's gonna come out of his socket every time I see him wind up for a throw that deep.
You're not wrong, though. You're not wrong.
Like, this is expectations all the way, like, out of the screen, and reality is going to be, like, all the way down here under the screen. Like, that's my concern about this game, because everybody's like, Drew Brees and Tom Brady, Drew Brees. And I'm like, yo, these are the two people that people have been ripping all year that they can't throw more than 15 yards, and we're expecting a great game.
Yeah, that's my scared about that, too, because I'm really hoping for an entertaining game for the weekend, but
I think it's gonna be more about the playmakers like Antonio Brown, Mike Evans. I mean, if Chris Godwin can stay healthy, not break his leg, like taking 3 steps, then yeah. You got Gronk, even though Gronk is kind of shaky. Then on the other side, you got Kamara, you got Jared Cook, Michael Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders. Like, I think those are going to be the bigger pieces to this game. Like, it's not going to be Drew Brees and Tom Brady like everybody's thinking. It's going to be cool, but don't expect 400 passing yards. Like, this ain't a college football playoff. Like, nah.
No, you're definitely right on that.
But, like I said, hopefully the Buccaneers will be like Jamal Adams and go home. And I really want to see the Saints win.
But, so, who do you think will be the next week's opponents?
So next week will be
Your opinion.
the Bills and Chiefs and the Packers and Saints.
I think the same, but switching the Bucks and Packers. I mean, either way, I would love to see either team go because, I mean, Aaron Rodgers against Tom Brady or Breeze, and then you got Josh Allen and Mahomes.
Yeah, it'll be like the passing of the torch because you'll have the old heads on this side and you got the next generation on this side.
Oh, that's gonna be good. Okay, I'm excited.
Yeah, so like I said, I still got Chiefs going all the way. I know what's this gonna lead to. Just get out your system now.
But the Bills and Mahomes. Are you talking about?
I'm talking about Bills and Mahomes, but if I say I want the Chiefs to win, you already know what I'm gonna be called. I'm gonna be called a Chiefs fan by you and Chris.
Wait, we gotta do it like Chris here. So you a Chiefs fan, huh? so you act like you a Chiefs fan, huh? Is that your second team?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie though. A big reason I want the Bucks to lose because of Chris. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie about that. I'm gonna be straight up and honest. Like, if they could lose, that'll be beautiful because I can come back here and be like, damn, dog, 0 for 2 this year, huh? The Giants and the Bucks, that's crazy.
They're gonna be like, damn, but Dallas is right there, so I guess you're a Cowboys fan.
Oh, 0 for 3, even better. Throwing the Astros in the mix too, 0 for 4. And the Yankees 0 for 5.
Oh, that's Chris is like come back mad.
It's gonna be like, so I heard y'all was talking about how I'm a fan of like 8 different teams. I'm gonna be like, look, you showing it more than I'm just pointing out the obvious. I'm just making observations. I'm talking the way we talk on this podcast. We make observations and we speak.
Exactly.
Oh God, I can't wait for Chris to come back. That's gonna be funny as hell.
Thanks.
Especially if the Saints win. I'm gonna be like, yo, so what happened, Chris? Vent. Go ahead, take your time. Let it out.
We started just like that. We're not even gonna say anything else. We're like, yo, so the Bucks lost, huh?
Yo, so Ethan, that's the playoffs. How you feel about the Bengals in the offseason? Who you want to shoot for since we're getting a little closer to that offseason picture?
We need as many old lines as we can get. I'll be damned if Burrow breaks any more legs. We can't have this. No.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we protect him.
I gotta. Like I keep saying, you guys are gonna draft a wide receiver. I'm like, yo, for what? For what? Get an offensive lineman, protect this dude. Don't get him killed. A wide receiver is cool. It would be awesome to have Jamar Chase and T. Higgins or Devontae Smith and T. Higgins. It's all fun and games until this dude comes back and tears up the next knee, and you guys are like, well, yeah, that was a great career, and I'm gonna be like, wow, that's how we doing people out here.
Exactly. Like we can't have that. Like this is his first year. This is his rookie year. Like we can't have this anymore.
Yeah, I definitely gotta protect them. Anything else you want to fix on either side of the ball?
I mean, if we could trade AJ Green, I'm sad to say, but I'm liking these young wide receivers, Tyler Boyd and T Higgins more than anything. Running backs, if Joe Mixon can stay healthy. Defense, we have no defense. We need to step that up too. So main focus is defense and O-line, in my opinion.
Word up, word up.
What about you, sir?
I don't know. Like I said, I gotta see what they do with the coaches because it depends if they're gonna keep Sam Darnold. If you keep Sam Darnold, you know what I've said. Trade back and either go for Devontae Smith or Jamar Chase, whichever one is higher at that point, because you gotta see what you trade back to and what team obviously you're gonna land with. But I'll do that. Try to sign another offensive lineman to put next to Becton to beef up that left side. Yeah, left side with him. And then wide receiver wise, try to draft at least try to sign one like veteran wide receiver. I know we got Crowder, but Crowder's really the slot. Like I want somebody that can like kind of show the youngins, like, yo, this is how you do it. Like, watch this, one-hander, and I'll be like, oh shit. But don't trade for nobody. Like, I don't need you trading for Julio Jones, and then like me seeing what I've seen in fantasy this year. Like, no.
You sure? Trade on Matt Ryan too?
Nah,
no.
hell no. Heck no. No, absolutely
You
not. No. Nope. But yeah, like I'll do that. Then on the defensive side of the ball, you got CJ Mosley coming back. I think a lot of people forgot about CJ Mosley because he was hurt all of the first season he got here, and then he opted out because of COVID this year. So you got that. I'll definitely look into somebody else to put next to him, another linebacker that can help him out a little bit in case he does get hurt again, or if, whatever reason you just want two linebackers. I mean, who could complain about that?
Exactly.
Defensive line, we definitely need an edge rusher to like help out that situation a little bit more. And I'll probably sign either a corner or a safety just because I'm pretty much saying every position, but we got Marcus May, but another safety would be nice, even though we had McDougal from the Jamal Adams trade, who was pretty much hurt all year.
About the corners.
Corners, I mean, I was telling you this every week, they're mad young, so they showed a little bit of promise, some of them, but I feel like one veteran corner could help the situation a little bit. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the right corner, we're not going to just put what we do with Darrell Reeves and be like, oh, look, Richard Sherman, let's bring him here because that was his coach. And they're like, nah. We're not doing all that.
No, I would not.
Yeah, so just like I said, veteran presence because this is a young team. I feel like they just need veterans to help them out.
Now I got a crazy accusation. Would you trade for Deshaun Watson, though?
Ooh, man, I've debated this, and nah.
No.
if it's too much, no. What I would try to do though, if the Jets could do it though, would be like, cause I don't know if it's the owner that's gonna handle this a little bit more, cause I know what happened with D-Hop and they gave him away for a bag of chips. So if you could trade Deshaun Watson for like our late first round pick, I'll do it in a heartbeat, and I'll just trade back that number 2 pick. Be like, yo, here's Darnold, here's the Seahawks pick because Jamal Adams is a bum and they didn't do nothing in the playoffs. They got the 23rd pick, and I'll see if you can package that and just be like, look, you got a young player in Sam Darnold that you guys can develop, and then you got the pick, something that you guys don't have for the next 3 rounds anyways. So you're welcome. But if they're like, oh yeah, we want your 2, your 23rd, I'll be like, nah, you guys can slap yeah, ... Like, nah, I'm good.
That sounds fair.
Yeah, so I'll definitely – it would be an option, but like I said, for the right price, because we ain't putting a James Harden out here. We're definitely not going to do what the Seahawks just did with us, where they gave us picks and a half for a dude that didn't compete the same level as Marcus May, which I'm going to just put out there like that. And now you got homie at home.
Like Jalen Ramsey said, he said, enjoy your Cabo, your cigars, your Hawaiian T-shirts, enjoy all that.
When I saw that, I was like, thank you, Jalen Ramsey, for saying everything the Jets fans have been thinking. I've hated you for many years for dogging our wide receivers, but for once I appreciate you. Thank you.
He needed to say it.
Like I told you guys that day with that Thanos meme, all that for a drop of blood. He really did all of that to get knocked out of the first round to a dude with a thumb, one thumb. His other thumb was cooked. He had needles and pins in that crap because he
My son was tossing it like this. He was like, like it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
But yo, it is what it is. What's in the past is in the past with him. But we got picks out of it. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you for something.
Yeah. It blessed us more than it hurt us. So what can I say?
Honestly, just look towards the future.
But Ethan, we're gonna leave it at that. Oh crap! I just got an update. Von Miller is being investigated. Bronco stars under criminal investigation, but police won't comment on nature of the allegations. I don't know if it has to do with those texts that were leaked that we saw. We didn't say nothing about that because it was allegedly him, but we wanted to wait before we reported anything. Long story short, he told Shorty, I want you to get an abortion. Like, I hope you never have my kid. Like, I hope you have a miscarriage. Like, he was wilding. And we didn't talk about it here because we were like, yeah, we should probably wait till things are finalized because that's not something we should talk about if it's not, fully 100% true.
How's Von Miller, man? Bye.
But stay tuned. Maybe on Tuesday we'll know what it is. We can talk about it then.
Talking about that, we're going to talk about the Nets. First game, all three. We got a lot to talk about Tuesday already.
Yep. So, hey, if you want to come back, come back. If not, leave a subscribe, and maybe you'll like another week.
Exactly. Just stay tuned.
And Chris will be back. So you'll get to watch us torment Chris. What's better than tormenting Chris?
Exactly. It's the best feeling.
All righty, bro. It's good talking to you. I'll see you on Tuesday, bro. Peace.
See you Tuesday, sir. Peace.